Fort Smith, again, I've done nothing. We pulled over to check the fuel, how it's going, and he turned his lights on. So let's figure out what's going on.
Hello.
Hey.
I keep seeing you pull over.
That's none of your business. Is that illegal?
I keep seeing you around buildings, yeah.
It's illegal to be around buildings?
I keep seeing you drive around closed buildings.
Is it illegal to be around buildings?
Are you loitering? What are you doing about them? I want to know what you're doing.
Did you just see what I was doing?
Here.
I don't answer questions, man. Now, are you arrested? Is there a reason you pulled me over?
Yeah, you're being suspicious, that's why.
Was that a felony or a misdemeanor? It's neither. So if you don't have a reason to pull me over, sir, am I on my way? Am I being detained?
Yeah.
For what?
Questions.
For what law?
Why are you driving around those buildings like that?
For what law am I being detained? I need your supervisor. Guys, call 911 if he gets erratic. I need your supervisor down here now.
That's fine. Thank you.
Fort Smith's finest. Just think they can make up their own laws. They can't. We're the people. Kill my car. This guy ain't gonna waste my gas. Here he is. No reason to pull me over. And here he is. Wait, what's your name and badge number?
Cassidy.
A routine stop turns into a confrontation when a driver is pulled over simply for checking his vehicle near closed businesses, raising immediate questions about the legitimacy of the officer's actions. The driver, calm but firm, repeatedly asks a simple question. What law has he broken to justify being detained? The Fourth Amendment of the United States Constitution states, "The right of the people to be secure in their persons against unreasonable searches and seizures shall not be violated." The absence of a clear answer exposes the tension between authority and accountability, as suspicion alone is presented without legal grounding. Rather than complying blindly, the driver asserts his rights, demanding a lawful reason for the stop and refusing to be intimidated by vague justifications.
428.
Cassidy, are you a rookie, Cassidy?
Nope.
Okay, Cassidy 4428. You're gonna lot out trouble for yourself, buddy.
That's fine.
That's fine. You're hindering my day. Supervisor. It's outrageous, man. These guys think they think that they make the laws. They think they can do anything they want. They cannot do this. I'm doing nothing illegal, and he knows it. It's my constitutional right to not have this happen to me, and I'm going to pursue charges against this man and against the Fort Smith Police Department. Third time this week. Idiots. What was the law? What do you pull me over again for, sir? For suspicion? Is that correct?
You keep driving around closed businesses.
Is that illegal?
They're all closed. No reason to be
Is that illegal? Is that illegal? He has no answer because it is not illegal. It's a violation of my constitutional rights, right here. You're witnessing it, guys. Go live on YouTube, or give me your phone too. We're gonna make sure, just get video ready. Now he's walking away from me. I'm sick of this. I am sick of this. Fort Smith PD, they just making their own crap up. Now here we are, stuck here, while he's shining his light in my... Sir, can I help you look for something? What are you doing?
Don't worry about it.
I'm worried about it because I'm worried why you got us pulled over. I'm afraid. I'm in fear.
Of course you are.
I'm in fear of my life and my children in the car. This rogue cop here trying to make his own rules up. No reason. This is unjustified. You're pulling me over for no reason. It's a violation of my constitutional rights.
You want to supervise? He's on the way. Be quiet.
You can't tell me to be quiet. You be quiet. Go sit in your car. You can't bark commands at me. I'm not a dog. I'm a gosh damn human. This dude's an idiot. Yeah, I want the supervisor as quickly as possible. This guy doesn't need a job. He's a rogue cop. He thinks he can do whatever he wants. There's no reason to have me pulled over right here. He's just a nosy punk. He got no reason to pull me over. He's back there shining his light, trying to get into my personal information for no reason. Violation of my constitutional rights. You guys are witnessing it right now. Fort Smith, Arkansas. It's been this corrupt for a long time, and it's going to continue being corrupt until we can get these people out of here. They need to start a hiring process of hiring good Americans who uphold citizens' constitutional rights, not violate them like this guy. And here we are sitting here just wasting our day, food getting cold, because this cop thinks I shouldn't be pulling in or driving around, whatever he said, closed businesses. Is this place lit up? Look at this. Look how lit up this place is. I pull over, pop my hood, I check the pressure of my fuel, and we're on our way. And he throws his lights on. He goes code 1. Just nosy. Just wants to know who we are. I'm not going to tell him shit. I want the supervisor, and I'm going to call 911 if the supervisor starts acting crazy. I'm going to call FBI, whatever I got to do. This is unconstitutional. And I'm here with my children. No point for this whatsoever. If your supervisor is Stephen Creek, I want a different one. Guys, I'm sorry, but we're not gonna be bullied by these idiots. We're the citizens. We have the rights, not these guys. They think they can do whatever they want. Pull me over for suspicion. There is no law against suspicion. Put your windows down. I want to hear what he's saying. Let's hear what he's saying. He's wasting my day. I can't believe I gotta do this once a week here. And they wonder why there's no tourism and no money in this city. Only money is coming from the revenue these police steal from citizens, man. Outrageous. Gosh damn idiot. You see him over there. You see him in my rear view, talking to each other. Plotting out what they can get me for. Make up whatever they can. Outrageous. This is Fort Smith, Arkansas. And this is outrageous. Hopefully a third cop coming now. Maybe not. Gosh damn idiots. Barking commands at me, telling me to shut up. You serve and protect. You're not doing either of those things right now. You're violating my constitutional rights and barking commands at me like I'm an animal. I'm a human being. But at least I'm not a penis, and that's what he is. Sorry my kids in the car have to use that language. Otherwise it would be vile language. They're calling my tag. No reason to do that. Sorry kids. I don't put up with this, man. I'm not going to be shaken. I'm not going to be interrogated. I'm not going to be bullied.
As more officers arrive, the situation escalates from a single stop to what appears to be an overwhelming show of force, intensifying the driver's concern for his safety and that of his children. He challenges the officer's authority to detain him without probable cause, insisting that being near businesses or checking his car is not a crime. Under Terry v. Ohio, 1968, an officer may only conduct a brief investigatory stop when they have reasonable suspicion supported by articulable facts that criminal activity may be afoot. The driver's persistence highlights a critical legal boundary. Suspicion must be specific and explainable, not arbitrary or invented after the fact. By standing his ground, he forces the officers to confront the lack of a clear, lawful basis for their actions.
Assuming this other guy showed up is not one either. Because they haven't come to speak with me. They're talking amongst each other. They're not speaking with me. There's some cars pulling in. Hopefully one is the supervisor. Nope. Doesn't appear to be. Oh, that may be a cop. It's an unmarked unit, but yeah, maybe. All right, I do believe that might be the supervisor. Cool. And this is what happens, guys. This is Fort Smith. Pulled in to check. Here comes a fourth officer. Look at this. I pulled in to check my fuel to make sure I was getting pressure still after changing my fuel filter and having the pressure fail. Here we are. 1, 2, 3, 4. cops, vehicles, patrol vehicles. Oh, 2 or 3 in each, 1 or 2 in each car. There it is. I've done nothing wrong. Here I am. Here I sit. Just waiting. Trying to find, they're over there talking about anything they can to try and get me, because now they're mad because his pride got hurt. Mallory, whatever happens, you immediately upload this to my YouTube. A 5th cop. 5, guys. 5. Look at this. 5 police. I've done nothing. I stand up for my rights, and here they come. I got the whole freaking patrol squad down here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 police vehicles. How bored are they to have this much time?
How's it going?
Not very well.
Why is that?
Are you the supervisor?
Yes, sir. My name is Lieutenant Young.
All right, Lieutenant what?
Young?
Young? Okay. Please not with a flashlight. My child's in here.
I'm going to have a flashlight on so I can see inside the vehicle.
All right, you don't need to see inside my vehicle. I've done nothing wrong. Look.
100% of the time I do.
So, okay, who's your boss, man?
The chief of police?
Who, Danny Baker?
Yeah.
All right, I want to talk with Danny Baker. Is he available?
No.
Okay, why am I being harassed?
I
How come I get pulled over twice a week for nothing?
don't have an answer for that.
He said, what's he say? He pulled me over for suspicion?
Well, I mean, we have a duty to
No. What is the...
if
what,
you want me to explain to you, I explain to you. But
You-
if you want to interrupt me, I can't explain.
beat around the bush, but explain it to me. I get it.
I'm not going to beat around the
Go
bush.
ahead. What is it?
If we observe people around a bunch of different closed businesses in a short amount of time, we're going to stop and talk to them.
Okay.
I mean, and right now there's a lot of closed
You
businesses.
pulled me over. Now, what statute in Arkansas says that you have the right to pull someone over if you see him around businesses?
The loitering statute, for one.
How am I loitering? I pulled in, I pulled out. I checked my fuel and I move.
Just that was just here, though.
I pulled in, stopped at the other one and revved it up, and it was doing good, and I kept going.
All right, what about over at Applebee's, over at AT&T?
Look in the back seat. I got Applebee's in the car. I went and picked up my food, man.
What about over there behind Hastings?
None of your business, bro. It doesn't matter. I picked up my food, I checked my fuel pump, and I come home.
If you own one of these closed businesses, wouldn't you want us to check in for
No,
you?
I think what you're doing is violating my constitutional rights, man.
Okay.
I've done nothing wrong. Here I am surrounded by 5 cops with guns. Look at them,
There's
whispering,
nobody-
talking with each other. My kid's in the car.
There's nobody in here with guns.
I don't trust any of you,
Okay.
and I want to go home.
Okay.
Now,
Can you identify yourself?
I'm not going to identify. I've done nothing wrong.
Okay.
I'll tell you my name's Luke, and that's all I got.
Okay.
I'd like to be on my way.
Where is home?
Does not
Is it
matter.
in Fort Smith?
Sir, I'd like to be on my way home so I can eat my food with my children on my birthday.
Okay.
How long are you going to hold me up now?
I mean, I'm just verifying what you told me. That's all I'm doing.
I'm not telling you anything else. I don't answer questions without a lawyer present.
Okay.
Now, if you want to get my lawyer, Coy Rush, get him down here because I'm not answering anything else. I want to go home.
I would have no way to contact
Yeah.
him, so I can't do that.
I want to go home. I've done nothing wrong. You guys done bullying me and harassing and interrogating me?
The only person that's upset here is you, sir.
Because of you guys doing this to me. I've done nothing wrong. I'm sick of it. Twice a week this happens.
Well, you're free to go.
Look, see, now it's messing up. All right, guys. I'm a lawsuit. This is outrageous. These guys are just out of control. I'm gonna go in here and look at this. Look how many cars there are, man. Just 10,000 of them, bro. They have got nothing else to do but harass citizens. There you go.
When a supervisor finally arrives, the driver remains consistent. He refuses to answer further questions, declines to identify beyond his name, and demands to be released unless a valid charge is presented. Surrounded by multiple officers, he emphasizes that rights do not disappear in the presence of authority or intimidation tactics. The Fifth Amendment provides that no person shall be compelled in any criminal case to be a witness against himself, reinforcing the right to remain silent. His stance transforms the encounter into more than a traffic stop. It becomes a real-time assertion of constitutional protections against overreach. In the end, the scene underscores a powerful message. When citizens understand the law and stand firm, even overwhelming authority can be challenged within the bounds of justice.